From Software is seemingly hiring for an Armored Core 6 DLC.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Think you're ready? Let's get to work.
Now, I know there was talk about how it's never going to happen. They've never done an Armored Core DLC before. But do it! Do it! Do it!
I think,
Yeah,
Do it.
absolutely. Fucking do it.
I think it's very, like, especially now after seeing the success from Elder Scrolls.
I tell you that Dragonborn comes.
Not Elder Scrolls, fucking whatever it's called.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Seeing the success of that, I think they'll do it because this was successful at launch as well. So they're going, oh fuck it, I think we might do it for the first time, and there might be more hype for this one because it would be the first time that they've done a DLC for it. So there might be a little bit added hype for it, and they might know that as well. I'd be like, oh fuck, there could be a lot of fucking hype for this, man.
The thing about it though is that the reason why they haven't done DLCs before is because the way that From Software used to do it, all the way back from the original Armored Core, is that they would make sequel games, like in standalone games. They would use the same assets from that original game and they would apply it into the new game that they make, like Masters of Arena. That Armored Core 2 Masters of Arena. 2 is Another Day. 3 had a few other ones. 4 Answer was basically the same thing with 4 Verdict Day. I was mentioned in the chat. Abomination. That was the way they've been going at it. But with this is because of the new day and age where it's so easy to like just streamline the games and to add DLC so easily. It's everybody's kind of like pondering that they're gonna finally go this route of putting a DLC instead of having a new standalone game that comes out as an addition to the story that's been going on from whichever game that came. Every game's had it. I mean,
was massive. Erdtree was like it wasn't. I wouldn't call it an Elden Ring 2,
Dude.
but it was like a 1.7.
That game was bigger than Spider-Man Miles Morales, and that was technically a full game, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just a DLC.
So no, I really hope this is something that happens. Oh man, and like I was worried that Erdtree DLC would suffer because of the development on this game. So I was wrong on that. So if they fucking do this, Arab money. And an interview that happened about a month ago, they were talking about Armored Core. And he said something along the lines of, he was like, listen, obviously Dark Souls is our bread and butter. That shit pays the bills. And then he followed it up with, but we'd be nowhere without Armored Core, so we're going to keep doing it. And like that shit, I was just like, oh, yes, you get it. You get it. Like, you remember your roots and shit. That's the shit. Like, you just gotta respect that shit, man.
It's the franchise that assured them like decades of life with the first one. Like even though like I was saying in the chat, Shaka, sometimes they friggin' they call it over glorified DLC for the extra games on it. But From Software was like every single one of these like standalone sequels to their 3, 4, 5. They're fucking great, man. Ninebreaker, Last Raven, freaking. I can name off all kinds of the extended fucking sequels that came from these particular ones, and they know what they're fucking doing with these. And I'm hoping that it is just as good as all these other previous games that they've done before.
User on Tech4Games forum has spotted an intriguing job listing at From Software, which can be traced back to Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. According to this job listing, From Software might be looking for someone with help for a DLC for Armored Core 6. The responsibility section of the job listing states that From Software requires a developer well-versed in modeling and texturing characters of robots.
Let's go.
Now, From Software only has one game under its belt that deals with robots. Okay, and everyone's going to be like, actually, they're not... And that is Armored Core 6. The game was released almost a year ago and has failed well with critics and audience, so this is the right time for From Software to announce a DLC. Additionally, last year mentions of a DLC were found within Armored Core 6 files. I did not know that. Reliable insider Zuli revealed that a handful of lines of Armored Core 6 message text referenced a DLC. Message such as fucking
710,000.
Thank you. DLC parts have been deactivated. 710,000 change in DLC ownership status has altered Armored Core assembly, and more were spotted. Moreover, players speculate that this job listing could be a new installment for the series instead of a DLC. However, it's hard to believe that Armored Core 6 will only receive additional content after Armored Core 7 comes out. Seeing how well From Software latest expansions, Erdtree, Shadows of the Erdtree has performed, players can be sure that Armored Core 6 will receive the same treatment. However, we'll have to wait for an official announcement to know for sure. Okay, I don't completely agree with that. Just because Elden Ring got a DLC does not confirm that Armored Core will get a DLC.
Yeah,
But people have found some files, some coding in the files.
Yeah.
I would only say the success of it makes it more likely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They go, okay, yes, we can go way more full ball now because look how successful this one was. That's the only thing you can really take away from that. It doesn't confirm it. It only goes, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that number just could be like a randomizer, just a fitting for, for any sort of number that can be used just to have the space registered there so that the door's open for whatever. Which is really cool to see. It's like this idea was in the main development of the game. It's not like after launch and after the reception that they started this. All right, we'll make a DLC for it. That's it. They're pushing. The idea is there. Hopefully, it's actually going to come to fruition. And it's now I wouldn't mind an Armored Core 7, but hey, if you're going to give this DLC for Fires of Rubicon,
I'll take DLC for 6.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's it. And like the article said, Shadow of the Erdtree, holy fucking moly. They can do something like that again. But the other thing too about that I have to say about it is that with Armored Core 6, you had the missions, particular environments and maps and areas and such. And the way that the story went, it's not like we can go back to fucking Rubicon.
Oh, well, I guess they could just do like some type of like spin-off. Maybe you're just a totally different person.
Different perspective of the entire series.
I don't know
of
how
events,
that would
maybe?
work, though, because people would be like, fuck you, I want to bring my mech in.
Yeah, that's true. And also it's the whole concept of
Or
your
it's just a
character
spin-off that happens before the final mission.
That's possible.
That's
But yeah,
happened before.
Yeah.
That'd be a little bit of a different twist too, because like the vast majority, the entire concept of your character is like you're supposed to be an unknown pilot. You're a Raven, or at least a lot of the previous games. You're part of the Raven mercenary group and such. But it was always like this whole concept of you are this particular unique unknown character that just rises through the ranks and becomes better and better and can customize as you deem fit. Whereas I don't know, we'll see.